Hey guys, welcome back to Frugal Homestead. We're going to make something special today. This is going to be something for the whole family to munch on. Kids will be up, my granddaughter will be up later. I wanted to make something that we could all munch on, but yet was kind of good for us. So I'm making chocolate protein powder cupcakes, mini cupcakes, with a vanilla pudding, which is sugar-free, as the icing. So stay with us here. This is about to get fun. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I gotta say is we are using the PE Science Select Frosted Chocolate Cupcake Powder. There'll be a link below along with the full recipe for this video. That link is an Amazon link. So for full transparency, that is an affiliate link. If you buy anything through any of our affiliate links, even if it's something we listed or not, the channel gets a few cents, which we put right back into it to bring you more videos like these. That said and out of the way, disclaimer done, let's make some chocolate mini cupcakes with frosting. So we're going to start out by putting in 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder. All right, our second ingredient here is going to be half a banana. Next, we have 1 tablespoon of stevia or whatever low-calorie sweetener you have. If you want to substitute this out with something else, make sure you pay attention because you're going to have to substitute the calories that that product has, whereas this one doesn't have any. Next will be a 1/4 cup of flour. You can use any flour you have. We are currently using self-rising here. Next, we've got 2 egg whites. Okay. So I'm making a mess as usual. Now, unsweetened applesauce. We actually made this summer. So you put 1 large tablespoon in there of that. We are going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon approximately of baking powder. Then we are going to put in 2 tablespoons of Hershey's natural unsweetened cocoa powder. You can use whatever cocoa powder you have. The unsweetened will make it come out the best. Alright, so with that said, we need to start mixing. Now it's going to seem like you do not have enough water or moisture or whatever in your powder. Keep stirring, because you do. Takes a minute to get the egg whites and applesauce to mix in with the dry ingredients, so just be patient, because as you can see, it looks like there's not enough moisture. Give me a few moments and I will show you what it looks like when I start to break the banana down and get it all to mix up. Now how many cupcakes this makes will be based on the size of your mini cupcake pan, and that also based upon what kind of protein powder you use, because I say a scoop, but some scoops are bigger than others in protein powder. So I don't get overly stuck on making a certain amount. I pull the pan out, I put them in, and I make them. Now I have the stove behind me preheating for us. As you can see, it's like a thick frosting texture almost. It's all mixed up. Okay. As always, I am not prepared. You know how that goes. All right. So this has actually been already sprayed, but I'm gonna give it another little hit. some reason this pan doesn't like me. Me and this pan have gone rounds, but that's okay. So we're just going to put some in each of the openings until we run out of room or we run out of batter. Now these do rise slightly, so I like to fill each opening about 3/4 of the way, just to allow for a little bit of head space. There is no real formula here. I just take a tablespoon and I fill it up about, I don't know, 3/4 of a way and put it in this. But obviously if your pan has deeper cupcake holes, it's going to work different. You know, some people might want to do them at halfway filled, and that's fine too. Just take the overall calories of this entire recipe that I'll give you at the end and divide it by how many cupcakes you make, and that will be your total per cupcake. This is an excellent healthy choice. I don't have to feel bad about this. If my wife comes in and she's been doing firewood with me and she's just really hungry and she wants something now, it's as simple as saying, hey, go ahead and go eat 2 or 3 of these, and it won't bother anything. It's also nice when you're like me and you have those late night cravings. I literally can get out of bed in the middle of the night and want to eat something, just something small, especially if it could be something sweet, where I can just pop it in my mouth, eat, and go back to bed. Now I probably overfilled a bunch of these because that's what I do every time. So I'm going to finish scraping it out to put it in this last one. And once I get this last one filled, I'll be putting it in the oven. Like I said, at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes, probably be airing on the closer of 10 minutes, because technically you're just really cooking the eggs, to be honest, and letting them rise. It's not a lot of science behind this. All right. So let's see, 4, 6. Looks like we came out with 8, 16. 16. And these are going to puff up pretty big. I probably should have not put them that full, but that's okay. Let's get them in the oven, pop them back out, and check them about 10, 12 minutes. They'll probably be done, and we'll get them out here, and I'll take you through the next step, which is frosting them. Guys, it's time. It's time to take the cupcakes out of the oven. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Check them bad boys out. Chocolate cupcakes made with protein powder. They're mini, but they're still yummy. Alright, so here's the deal. This thing is notorious because it hates me. This pan hates me. I kid you guys not. So, nope, no sticking. We're in good shape. Oh my gosh, they smell so good, guys. So let me pop these out. Normally I dump these, but these ones are like super light and airy fluffy, and I don't want to bust one because my wife will kill me, because these are gonna be yummy. So as I'm popping these out, what you'll do with these is take the total calorie count and divide it over these. Now we are going to use sugar-free vanilla pudding to frost these. Now technically we should let this completely cool down, you know, half an hour, whatever, before we frost them. And I'll also say you should whip your sugar-free pudding, unlike me that does it the lazy way, which is to put it in a shaker cup, put all your ingredients in there, and shake it up. Now I use silk milk, but you can use skim milk. It's pretty much the same deal. I just use that because that's what my wife had in there. She uses it for creamer in her coffee. It's coconut and almond milk, I believe. Now, this is not going to frost as well as it would if these were cool, but that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually I'll ice one first, then I'll cut it in half. But to show you what we're dealing with, trying to go a little lower here. See if we can get it so you guys can see it. So there's two ways to do this. One is trying to actually put it on. And I don't know if it'll do it this way because they're so hot, but usually you can put them just in it and spin. If you want it thin, you can do that number. I'm going to actually cut this one while it's thin, and then we'll put more on the rest of them than that. Okay. So, inside, outside. Oh God, dude, so good. See if I can get down here, maybe sideways. Man, it's good. So, as I said, these need to cool down. So they're not going to be the prettiest when I ice them right now. But you're going to use if you dip them like I did the first one, you use very, very little pudding, which makes these things even healthier. But they're so healthy now, and almost just allow yourself to have the treat. I mean, look at that. I piled it on. It won't spread because this is so hot still. And the pudding's so cold, they just don't mix. But you let them cool down, and you can actually ice them and smooth that out and make it look nice. Yeah, I just ate that. Oh, it's so good. It's not frosting, guys, but sugar-free vanilla pudding is good. Put it on it. Oh, it lays a whole second flavor on top of that deep, rich chocolate. And even better is when you have it with some coffee. That's right, I can get up in the morning and eat like 5 of these or 8 of these and still be under my calorie count for breakfast. So I'm actually getting healthy, getting stronger, losing weight by eating chocolate cupcakes. Take these suckers, make a big old batch of them, take them to work, eat them for lunch. Watch all your coworkers look at you like. So, at this point, I think I'm going to have to leave because I got to walk away and let these cool down and then ice them and try not to eat them all before my wife gets up. Because if I do and she finds out I made these, she will kill me. And I'm not kidding. So, until next time, I'm Tony. And if you haven't already, take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell, and we'll see you in the next video.